I guess I technically won with Silent Hill 3, though, I mean, that was kind of a broad statement. I just said Silent Hill bosses in general. Ryan, would you like to take another whack? Wait, no, I figured it out. My third eye just came out, and I have now cracked the code. Silent Hill 1. Giant fucking moth. What's more disturbing than something that could eat all your shirts? What could possibly beat a baby? Oh.
Great Mighty Pooh conquers bad for a day.
Oh.
When warned at the entrance of Pooh Mountain that something really bad resides.
Oh, that's what could be a giant Nazi baby.
That is
shit.
The Great Mighty Pooh. After supplying him with enough sweet corn for his lovely grin, the opera-singing mass rises from his sludge pool and begins a rendition of the self-titled Slurprano.
Slurplano?
Why are you giving such menacing music to a giant shit?
Whilst throwing a roll of toilet paper
Let the man
to
sing!
away the horrible sound coming from it. Blaming a successful hit irritates the Great Mighty Pooh, increasing the tempo of singing.
You never want to irritate a great big Mighty Pooh, I gotta be honest.
Final operatic note.
That's how you get herpes. Nope, that's not right. Hemorrhoids.
Flushing him into the abyss. The last thing you hear from him as he swirls down the bowl is an off-color reference to the Wicked Witch's melting monologue from The Wizard of Oz. If you want the true, full, and uncensored experience, play the Nintendo 64 version of Conker's Bad Fur Day. To this day, the Great Mighty Pooh has touched gaming community in a way that nobody can wash off.
Now that's what I call a bowel movement.
Why'd you have to say it touched me? I don't want to know about how it touched me mentally and physically.
Legion, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Originating from the biblical tale, The Exorcism.
What the frick?
Demonic, where Jesus exorcised a man possessed.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
Demons.
I feel freaking jacked. Some other game had my choice. The same series. Damn it!
It is often a preference to another entity within, but the appearance of Legion is disturbing in its own right.
Sure is, bud.
A dense sphere.
But then they became a bunch of pigs and they drowned themselves because they were dumb. It wasn't that they're told to go in the water, they're just dumb. The demons were really dumb.
Maybe I'm a fish. You ain't a fish, you're pig!
The sphere descends a spiral tower as the player repeatedly strikes the Legion. The only method of defeating this ghastly
just realized it literally is the same boss but in 3D, and there's a lot more wiggly boys, which kind of does give it the up because that's really gross. I hate them. I hate these wiggles.
Makes for a startling sight, but beware that the further you get to the core, the more Legion creatures you'll have to face.
They're so gross. I hate it.
Once diminished, it will reveal its core, which for this game is a towering being of white light called Nucleus. Born from the heart of
and
Legion,
boy is he racist.
Although optional, Nucleus attacks.
No one can be that white and not be racist, I gotta say. That's a joke. Oh god. Oh, why did I say that? Let's just look at his non-existent butt.
Castlevania series. Carla, Resident Evil 6. Once a child prodigy.
Wait, RE6
was a highly talented scientist who was.
Can I be honest with you? I didn't play it.
She was
well, I played like 5 seconds of it, and then I went.
Your encounter morphs into a grotesque white gray gelatinous substance and slowly takes over the ship that you fight her on. Carla is not easily defeated, as she can heal.
Is this by any chance related to 7?
In a matter of seconds. The huge form can also produce spores,
because it sure looks like 7.
May cause damage.
It looks like old that's Grandma. Looks just like her.
Their assault until a hole appears in Carla's alien body. The terrifying creature.
Wait, did you say alien? I hope you don't mean outer space alien, because
when this occurs,
that'd be the best thing I've ever heard in my life, and I can't have that happen to me. I've got a long ways to go in my life.
Once enough of an opening is made on Carla's face, Ada can
actually is really gross.
Tanks in the room, finally putting an end to this trap.
I'm sad that 6 had a entry this high.
Damn!
Damn, the sass on that girl. She don't give a flying fuck.
Mary. Silent Hill 2. The final boss of the Maria ending of Silent Hill 2 is a mutated version of Mary, James Sunderland's deceased wife. Unlike the Maria boss, in the alternate paths, Mary appears in the Otherworld Lakeview Hotel and condemns James for murdering her whilst battling with a cancer that was warping her mind. She transforms into a shape not unlike...
Hold on 1 second. Question. Before we continue on, I am someone who's played Silent Hill 2 a long time ago. Is that boss not for every ending? Because I just kind of expected that to be in every ending. Also, it wasn't kind of unsettling in the fact that you kind of saw it coming. After you found out that you may or may not have on your wife because she was nagging you too much, and you know sometimes the ladies just nag you a little too much, and you just go. We've all been there before, right, boys? Joke: don't kill your significant other. But it wasn't really unsettling because 1, it's Silent Hill. 2, all they really did was put a box around her body and she shot moths at you. I was right! Moth! I called it, boys. I called it. Also, fun fact. Did you know it said, I think the creator said, I'm not sure where I heard this, but I remember hearing this, that Maria's dead body is in the back of the car that you drove in at the beginning of the game.
We encountered flesh-lipped creatures, suspended upside down in a metal frame.
Wait, flesh-lipped
Mary
creature?
shrieks
Where is that?
And twitches in a corpse-like state, sending swarms of flesh-eating moths to attack you at a distance.
I don't see no flesh coming out,
When up
bud.
close, her
Those seem like just
tentacles
normal
wrap
moths.
themselves around your throat in an attempt to suffocate you, just like you did to her.
Oh, hey, good
Mary is
little
tough,
nuance I never
despite her
noticed.
appearance.
Why the moths, though?
So use everything in your arsenal
'Cause
to
they're
bring
awesome,
her
that's why.
crashing to the ground.
Rip, my sweet darling. I technically killed you as
Human
well.
Reaper, Mass Effect 2. Reapers created by a race known as the Collectors by breaking down the organic elements of each species,
Wow.
using them to construct a mechanical abomination.
Why is this creepier than all the others? Is it the human-esque eyes in the robot?
However, the Human Reaper hybrid is something wholly different.
It actually is really unsettling to me.
Being only half completed.
I know,
Active
right?
when discovered
Mind-blowing.
by Commander Shepard and his team, but after an encounter with enemy forces, it is decided to destroy the husk. After destroying the fueling pipes that carry the genetic material that
I
constructed
probably
the
should beat
Reaper,
Mass Effect
seemingly
2, seeing I
falls
loved it
down
so
into
much,
the
but then I
pit
stopped
to
for
its
no
demise.
reason whatsoever.
But it is soon reactivated and scales the walls to begin its attack. It can charge up a blast that fires multiple energy balls over a wide spread and is capable of knocking the arena platform.
Oh, look at it!
This
It's
may
so
put
freaking
the
gross!
player off balance and see them falling over the side to their death.
Why? I don't understand why out of all the flesh balls that I've been seeing, this metal monstrosity is more unsettling to me.
Reaper's eyes, mouth, and chest. Once sufficiently damaged, it
Maybe
will
it's
begin
because
to
I'm
break
terrified
down
of dolls
into a
and thus,
small
like,
heap of metal. But not
I don't
before
know. I can't put my finger on it.
support platform.
I really hate it though.
And your team in mortal peril.
Zero 2. Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards. Bearing a striking resemblance to its predecessor Zero, the former antagonist controlling
Question.
the dark matter forces, Zero 2,
Question.
or Zero Squared,
Question.
is the true final boss of
Question.
Kirby 64.
Why is a giant
It makes
eyeball
sense
with
left,
wings
like in all
scarier
74
than everything
shards.
before?
Once you encounter
Has to be
Zero
Fat
Two,
Elvis. You better give me a
the
good
only
reason
way
why
out
it's be
is
Fat
defeat.
Elvis.
When
Better give me a good
worshipping,
reason.
It has a face that appears to be smiling, but morphs into a deep red eye and spreads its newly acquired angel wings. Avoid the fiery explosion Zero 2 summons and focus your shard fire on the eye to stagger it. The halo is shown hovering above
I
its
mean, to
head,
be fair,
as it
Kirby
is
has always been
continuously
known to
hit,
just
it
weirdly
changes
make
color
cute
and
and
disappears,
disturbing
revealing
monsters.
a
Ass
bandage
marks.
covering its scalp. When struck, a green spiny tail produced from its misshapen base, the weak point of this boss. Attack here to deal your first true damage to this boss, but be careful.
Hey, that's his
of the
reproduction
green
organ,
gas
buddy.
clouds it produces from this area, as they can really diminish your health. Weakening the angel wings while staggered is also a good strategy, as it will reduce Zero Two's mobility and give you a significant advantage. When defeated, Zero Two radiates a white light that engulfs the dark matter forces, annihilating them and their plans for the foreseeable future. The graphical blood clouds that burst from Zero Two's eyes when struck make this battle one of the most disturbing of the Kirby franchise, and has been imprinted on the minds of fans for a generation.
I feel like this is only on the Unsettling because of the age demographic, I guess, and the kind of game it is. But really, compared to everything else, not really. I'm gonna be honest. Oh well, what you gonna do? I mean, it is their list, but personally, I would have put that a lot higher up on the list. Like, I would maybe like in the 40s. So I really don't find it that unsettling. Even as a kid, when I first fought this boss, I didn't really find it unsettling.
Super Dementio. Paper Mario. As the events of
I'm
Super
allergic
Paper
to
Mario unfold,
everything
and it
I
becomes
love in
clear
life.
that the party has
Like
been
Super Paper Mario.
manipulated into
Fun
requiring
fact,
the Chaos
I've
Heart.
actually played this game
Dementio
3
was
times
revealed
and never
as
fought
he
the end
pulling the
boss.
strings.
For some
Using
reason,
Luigi as
I
a
never
package
beat this
to his
game.
beating, he fuses the Green Brother with the Chaos Heart, then takes control of his mutated form by hopping
Loogie?
inside its mouth. This monstrosity is Super Dementio. A large shadow creature
I
with
just
Luigi's
realized
head
it's just
and
like
shoes,
green!
two
Luigi?
white misshapen fists,
I know that.
clownish ruffles,
Color,
and crosses linking his body
that color only
to its
goes to my
limbs.
brother.
While invincible at first,
And Koopas,
power
never mind, I
of
just thought
pure
about it.
hearts removed Dementio's invulnerability.
It is weirdly
Destroy the
disturbing.
abilities, allowing you
But I
to
really thought it would have been the Spider
It's still
Girl,
a
because
tough boss
everyone
to take
seems to
down.
love that
His
boss.
moves are many
When it
and
comes to, like, you know,
such
spooky
as
and creepy
punching,
stuff. Because that
jumping,
really was
even
kind of
the
unsettling.
platforms that
But
you
was that
must
a boss or...
utilize to bounce on
I don't remember if you
Dementio's
fought it or
head
not.
work
It's been a long
against you,
time.
each bearing facial expressions similar to his original form. They will lock onto the play.
Oh, yeah, I really don't like the way it looked.
Back down. Once defeated, Super Dementio erupts, causing the Luigi head to fall off. After his final words, the head explodes, launching the real Luigi to safety.
Yay, we saved our brother again. Because he gets kidnapped a bit.
Slappy. Dead right.
Okay. Okay. Let's just not look at the screen for a second, because I wanna have a little talk with you guys. I hate that a lot. I really hate all of that a lot. You guys might know that I'm afraid of ventriloquist dummies and dolls and shit like that. Well, it's because as a kid I watched Goosebumps, and Slappy the Dummy freaked me right the frick out. He still kinda does until I watched that scene where it's technically just a midget in a costume running. I gotta say, nothing kills fear quite like that. Also, my brain's 50-50 right now. 50% of it's saying, hey Ryan, let's not watch this video. And then the other 50% is saying, why the frick haven't you finished Super Paper Mario? You really like that game, and you literally get to the end of the game every single time and then do the 100 trials, and then you quit in the middle of the 100 trials and you never finish the game. 3 times!
Slappy was a mascot.
Please
for a
don't be
children's
bad.
clothing store.
Oh, I
He
hate
was
it.
A young boy in traditional schoolboy attire with a propeller hat. His costume mask has a huge smile.
Oh, I hate it
making
so
him
much!
an eerie appearance. When first encountered, Slappy asks if he can fix things, thinking he is simply troubled by the recent events. Makes the offer. to
Well,
have
at
the
least his
teenager come with
roller
him to the
skates
safe
make me
house.
feel better.
However, it is at this point that
Oh, I don't
Brent
like
becomes
slides.
hostile. Brent was driven insane by the fact that his date, Lewis Jameson, was killed during the first wave of the zombie outbreak.
Hey, we all have that problem at zombie outbreak.
Urgency
But normally,
Slappy to find who caused the outbreak and avenge his lost love. Slappy's attacks are fire.
well, you can't say it's not
and he uses
creative.
a flamethrower and a fire spitter in order to perform his fire spin attacks. The player will find.
I really hate him. I still. Well, actually, it's pretty funny when you knock him off his big fat butt.
Plan in order to defeat him. At the conclusion of the battle, he moves to the corpse of Luis and seems to pass away, but bolts up and shouts,
Don't worry, kids. To Slappy.
before finally dying.
Great. Great. I mean, at least the voice made me feel better because that's a classic cartoony.
Pigsy. Manhunt. This frightening, chainsaw-wielding madman
That's
is
always
the
chainsaw.
third main enemy of Manhunt.
Oh my god, I really hate being chased by chainsaw people.
Makes him a terrifying encounter
I hated
of
that.
dark weather
I'm not even
escape.
playing it, I hated
What
it.
few words his childlike mind is capable of producing.
Okay, his pig noise
are
made me
matched
laugh,
by
though.
his animalistic squeals and grunts.
It's
The true
kind of
terror in
funny.
Being stalked by
Why
this
am I laughing?
cannibalistic
It's still
predator
horrifying.
Is that in order to complete this section of the snuff film montage, you must kill Pigsy by getting close and stabbing him 3 times. Alerting him to your presence will cause him to maniacally pursue you while snarling and squealing. After getting
Piggy's
access
gonna
to the
suck your
control
guts.
level,
That's
Pigsy
doesn't
will
even make
fall
any
through
goddamn
the
sense there, buddy.
loose grooves on the floor, thus securing your victory.
Suck it, Pigsy. You're a real jerk. You weren't even a real pig. You're just a man in a pig suit. Flowey! Did I say Flowey? If I didn't say Flowey when I took those bets, I feel like an idiot. An absolute downright idiot if I did not pick Flowey.
6 human souls and mutate himself into a photoshopped amalgamation of disfigured plant, human, and mechanical parts.
Hey, and this is the second
arms become
monster
bramble-like
I can show you the
His face
first time
becomes a TV
reaction
screen
to.
that shows-
I am not ready for this end boss fight. What? What do we got? Yogi? Oh no!
Are you familiar with true bullet hell?
Oh frick, Nick! Don't tell me that. I'm really bad at bullet shooters. Hey, bud. Oh, Oh, what the frick, Flowey?
He has a reverse mouth below his TV screen face. And
But
6
this is
metal
probably one of the
tubes
most
around
creative
his eyes and
monsters I've
mouth
seen in a
that
very
represent
long
the
time.
6 souls Omega Flowey has absorbed. As the fight begins, Omega Flowey will use a wide array of bullet hell styled attacks in order to lower the player's
Everything
HP.
about this I
So
love.
Different sequences with each of these 6 souls begins, where they will heal the player after they dodge Flowey's
This
attacks
really
for
just
long enough.
reminds me of how much I love
Player
Undertale,
dies
and
during the
has
fight,
become one of my
Flowey
favorite
will mimic
RPGs of all
Asgore's
time.
message, and then fill the screen with laughter, revive you, so he can toy with you until you either defeat him or become stuck in an endless loop of death. Once defeated, he will load a save file where he has full health and kill the player.
You forgot
over
the
and
part
over
where he calls you
until
an
the
idiot
souls
first.
intervene
That's very
and save
important.
you from a sadistic torment.
Flowey was kind of the embodiment of a sick dab.
The dead
Oh, frick! Why did I think of Dead Hand? Oh, man. This is another boss I should have saw coming. It really is one of the most gross monsters the Zelda franchise has ever come up with.
Covered in raw patches of flesh. Dead Hand is already a disturbing sight to behold. Its open mouth
Oh,
appears to be in
God.
the shape
I
of
don't-
a perpetual grin.
I don't like anything about him, especially the fact that he kind of wears lipstick that I can only hope is not blood, and that he just really wants to feel beautiful.
While the stubby arms
I mean,
on its
that's
body
actually
are
worse. Never
useless.
mind. I
Many
made it
tall,
worse.
decaying hands that at first appeared harmless viciously grab and hold you in place, allowing Dead Hand to slither eerily towards you and attack. This is one method to lure Dead Hand out into the open to strike at its vulnerable face. The player can also cut down the arms around the arena. Even
That
though
just
it
feels like
isn't
bullying,
clear
bud.
They are part of the same entity. Their absence
What's-
forces the boss to the
I wonder if they'll
surface
mention
in
the
order to
end
find
part.
you. It will topple over once more,
Uh-huh.
letting out a hollow death
What's
groan
horrible-
and lay twitching on the ground.
See, this is what he didn't mention. I was wondering if he would. It's the fact that he doesn't disappear like every other enemy, like they burst in flames or something. No, it literally sits there and it just twitches and then kind of disappears slowly, unlike any monster in the game.
Chemical blood tox. Elizabeth Green is forced to surface in the hideous form of Mother. Erupting from the ground in Times Square, Mother's physical being resembles a worm or a flower. It is 2 stories high, peaked by a pulsating bulb. Your aim is to attack the tendrils surrounding her body to expose.
I just realized it's censored. Why is it censored? Game, hold on. Wait a minute. Why is it censored? Why is it censored? Why was it censored? I just realized. Okay, this one needs answers because now I gotta know. Oh, I see. So there's a naked body in the middle of that. There's just a naked lady in the middle of it. With what I can only imagine is pasties. I can't see, it's very far away.
This makes her collapse under the bulb's weight and leave it open to attack. The process will be repeated numerous times until she is finally defeated. Your main threat.
I mean, I've asked this about other creatures too, but why'd she have rocks in her mouth?
From time to time.
I guess when you're that big, you can't chew on ice, so you just pick up rocks, I guess.
Powerful shockwaves and fire green projectiles that try to home in on the player. The main source of trouble will come from the tendrils as they grow even stronger with each return.
But look at... Oh, I didn't notice the bone neck, though.
Vomit up Elizabeth onto the pavement, where she will be at the ultimate mercy of Alex.
Okay, alright, okay, buddy. Okay, alright, Bud! How'd she get her clothes on? That's what I want to know. How'd she get her clothes on that quick? And if it's not the same person, who's the naked girl in front?
The Gaping Dragon.
Hey, look, it's Dark Souls. I voted for this. I'm actually disappointed in myself because out of the few bosses I fought on Dark Souls, this is one of them.
Disturbing nature are evident from its initial appearance. While it shares many traits with other dragons, the broad wings, long shiny scales, long tail.
I was a bitch and I used magic, so this boss is really easy, like all the other bosses that I shot from a very far distance and did barely
as a secondary jaw, by its 4 legs. If caught by the dragon's additional 2 front arms,
yeah, that's my boy right there!
And munch on you for a short period of time.
Yeah! Damn right you're gonna fight with soul arrows.
Great damage.
The real man's way of playing Dark Souls, am I right, all my Dark Souls fans?
Temporarily to reposition itself. Other attacks that it is capable of are a body slam, where it brings its chest crashing down above you.
This is how to play a game. All the strategizing and dodge rolling and figure out patterns? Baloney. Let's just use magic, get a far distance, and then pew pew.
Exposed for too long. Removing its tail
look how good this is.
With the Dragon King Great Axe, as well as preventing it from using its tail whip move. Attack from the side wherever possible to bring this
good place to put your body there, bud. Good camera work. All joking aside, though, I really did enjoy Dark Souls 1. Like, I love the aesthetics, I love the monsters, I love the areas, I love everything about it, but I just don't have the patience to do super hard games like that anymore. And to me, I know a lot of people get mad at me when I bring this up. I feel like Dark Souls, at least the first one, I've never played any higher. The controls feel like it's identical to Monster Hunter. Like, it's the same kind of, you know, drink, dodge roll. Like, it's kind of the same ilk of it, but I just feel like Monster Hunter does the controls better. And because I played Monster Hunter for so long, the controls being different, like, fucks with my muscle memory some fears. Because it's so close, yet it's so different at the same time. Guys, only 4 more to go. 4 more to go.
Giygas, Earthbound.
Oh, I'm very disappointed in myself for not picking up Giygas. I should have saw this coming.
Of hell on Earth. But further
I have seen so many lists, but this is number 1. I should have figured this out.
According to the game's creator, Giygas represents a traumatic memory of him entering the wrong theater as a child and seeing a murder-rape scene. That trauma is Giygas. The battle against
I just
this
realized
boss
kind of how
is
effed up that
long and
is.
difficult.
Because he was
It
just like,
uses
man, that's
random and
traumatizing.
unintelligible attacks,
How about
whilst
how
battling
about
erratic
I
and
traumatize
feet.
kids?
No
Yeah!
one can even harm it.
Then it would be like
Giygas
me!
overwhelms the heroes until Paula calls out to the people of the earth to pray. Every time they do, Giygas is hurt and slowly transforms. As the face
But it
of
really
Giygas
is one of the
begins to
most
quiver and
creative
shake throughout
bosses
the
in
battle,
video game
the
history.
image becomes
Even
further
if it was the
corrupted
creator
along
just
with the
trying to
sinister music.
make all the kids feel like he
Rumors and
did.
theories abound, suggesting that Giygas is a fetus. This is backed up by Ness traveling back in time to face Giygas, and that one of the final images of Giygas' background resembles the outline of a baby.
Oh,
However,
God, I didn't
the theory
notice
has been
that!
disproven, since the creator explained that the similarity is simply a coincidence due to how Earthbound's backgrounds are generated.
Oh.
The other theory was that Giygas was a corrupted form of Giygas from Earthbound beginnings.
Huh.
If one were to flip the image upside down, it closely mirrors that of the aforementioned boss.
I mean, I kind of see it, but then again, I gotta squint and try real hard. So I don't know if that's just a quinky dinky.
The Sepulchre. Silent Hill Homecoming. As is the case with every monster in Silent Hill, these horrible creatures are the manifestations of the fear, anger, and sorrow.
You didn't pick human centipede? But they're a bunch of humans in a centipede formation! I'm actually really happy.
Joey alive beneath the Grand Hotel's garden to appease the town's cold. That guilt now brings
I don't remember this boss
a twisted
at all.
humanoid fused with the very garden it was buried in. Rising up from the mulch to smite its summoner, Sepulchre will then turn on the player. It hangs ominously from the ceiling in the middle of the room, using its roots to hold its trunk of a torso, while the decaying upper body attacks with its long, warped arm, striking out from a distance and bringing down rubble on top of your head.
How do I not remember this boss at all? I do not remember anything about what I'm looking at on the screen at all. I beat Silent Hill Homecoming, but nothing about this brings any memory to me at all. It could be, like I said, I like to call it meat syndrome, where everything looks the same and thus my brain didn't remember it because it is, just like I've said, a big mound of meat with just like a bit of attributes here and there. But I don't remember this at all. I remember the mom, I remember the doll, I remember the human centipede. This? Nothing.
Is to destroy the sacks of red flesh that surround the chamber, causing it to fall from its perch and rely on its hands for mobility. Allowing it to grab you will result in an instant death if you are unsuccessful in freeing yourself. Your objective from here is to attack the arms to collapse the body, giving you a window of opportunity to unleash hell on the tumorous head. Upon defeat, it falls down into the deep dark abyss to be buried for good.
I guess that's where my memory of it went too. Down a deep dark hole. Also, I don't think I would put that as number 3. It's really bad, but...
Alpha. The evil within. Amalgam Alpha seems to be
Hey, you should censor all that in the middle there, bud. What are you doing?
Resident Evil 4.
Holy shit. Holy shit, I did not like the way it ran at you.
It's the final consciousness of test subjects, combined into a single horrific...
Evil Within is one of those games I really want to play. I own it, I just haven't played it yet.
A purple smoke and can deliver a one-hit kill if the player is within reach. It's best to use the most powerful weapons in your inventory when tackling this.
That's not how vaginas work, bud!
The unleashes can be devastating.
Well, that was just that was disturbing, I gotta be honest. Oh, good, there's an eyeball there. How did he get past the eyeball if there's an eyeball in that mouth?
Its eye. After several
oh, I see, it's a sneaky clitoris eye. Why isn't that censored? Censor his vagina mouth, please. Goodness gravy. Think of the children. And by children, I mean me. My young virgin eyes.
The One Reborn from Bloodborne.
Hey, it's a Bloodborne.
The One Reborn is a boss found.
I should have saw this coming too.
Deep within the
I guess it technically goes into the Dark Souls.
The appearance of the One Reborn, descending through a pale blood wound's portal, is very reminiscent of birth.
Oh,
The
no,
creature
no, no,
is a
no, no,
massive
no, no.
conglomeration of decaying
I don't-
corpses wrapped
I
together
don't
to form a
I don't like the way I
design.
came out.
Its lower portion, a tangled mass of human limbs and a large humanoid torso protruding at its peak. It will swipe at the player with its long arm-like appendages, flail about, and stomp the surrounding
That moment of just not moving.
If you were fighting
I feel
it
you,
from the
brother.
building's second floor.
I feel you, brother.
Watch
I
your
hate all of
surroundings as
this.
the one reborn is
I hate all
capable
of this.
shooting an acidic stream. It also launches energy attacks from its fingers and is able to summon a shower of winds from a sphere.
Oh,
that appears above
okay.
its torso.
Well,
But
touche.
its constant
I never see his
damaging
boss
defensive
before.
armor shrouds the arena in a reddish glow.
Good
that
job.
you must avoid before
Oh,
the
God.
reborn cried out to activate it.
I don't like the
Attacking
way
it from
everything
the
looks.
sides is a wise strategy, as it minimizes any damage you will ultimately
And it's
take in
different
this
enough to be
encounter.
like less than a
Once its health is depleted, the
massive
one
blob.
will blast
You know what I
itself
mean?
apart and dissolve in a black mist, leaving no trace behind.
Well, that was satisfying. I'm glad I got to see it explode into a billion pieces. So I never have to see that abomination ever again, because I will never play Bloodborne or Dark Souls because they're hard. Thanks for watching, everybody. This took long. Just long. It took me about 2 hours to finish. So thanks for watching. Holy shit. I took a day break, and yet I feel just as tired as I did last time. But it was a good list, and there was a lot of stuff I didn't see coming, or things I knew about. I mean, there are a lot that I knew about, and I tactically didn't win anything. Unless I picked Flowey. I don't remember all my choices, but yeah, I don't think I actually won with one boss, so shows how good of a gamer girl I am. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this giant romp into this video. I don't know how you guys think about long form videos like this. This is the longest video I've ever reacted to. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, unless you guys really like it, because then again, you know, this tactically is like recording multiple videos because I'm gonna cut it up. Anyways, folks, till next time. Oh, I should do my ending. Oh my gosh. When you throw a lot of disturbing things at me, it seems my brain just melts. If you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen, remember, subscribe, leave a like down below, and write a comment on what you'd like me to react to next. I should be doing more suggestions again, so, you know, get them out there. Anyways, folks, till next time, bye-bye.